Have you checked out the Trello Planner recently? Because if you haven't, there's a really good chance that you're missing some of the new features that are going to completely change your entire workflow. But before we dive into this, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and ring that notification bell so that you never miss a tutorial or upload. Okay, so a quick just update reminder on what the Trello Planner is in case you've been living under a rock and you've missed it. Trello Planner is one of the things that they added during the kind of 2.0 shakeup for Trello when they added in the inbox, the planner, and a bunch of other functionality. So the planner is similar to a calendar, but it's not a calendar view. We've got calendar view, that's one thing, but planner is so much bigger and better than that. It's actually something that is outside of any particular board, which means that it can grab information from all of your boards, whereas calendar view is board specific, right? But even bigger than that, the planner can be linked to either your Google Calendar or your Outlook calendar. And here's where the game changer comes in. Because if you're somebody who's been resisting moving into a tool like Trello to help manage your life and keep everything organized, because you're so used to your calendar app doing all of that, or because you don't want to bring all of your personal responsibilities into Trello and you need to see them in context, well, guess what? You can. And that is exactly what Trello Planner does, plus more. So let's get into some of my favorite new features. So, one thing that I wished from the moment I saw Trello Planner was that putting a due date on a card would actually impact the planner in some way. But I know that that was a little bit tricky for them to figure out because realistically, just because something has a due date doesn't necessarily mean that it needs to be in a block on your planner. It might just be a reminder due date. And so in that case, you wouldn't need a block on your calendar. But when those due dates and those things live across multiple boards, it can be challenging to remember to go grab them and put them on your planner. So, one of the things they've recently added is this section up here at the top. And this shows all of the things that have a due date of today on any of my boards in this workspace. And I can simply grab any one of them and bring them down into the planner and it will automatically create a focus time. Now, if you don't already know how the integration with Google and Outlook Calendar works, once you've set it up, when you create this focus time here, it's actually going to automatically put that on your calendar, your Outlook calendar, or your Teams calendar, whichever one you're using the most, which is fantastic because what that means is that it actually sets that time aside so that your calendar is blocked and people can see that you're busy doing something, right? Another cool thing about this is that if you're already using your Google or Outlook calendar notifications to run your life, well, this is automatically going to pick up the settings that you have in that calendar. So if you already have a 15-minute warning on all new events, well, guess what? This is going to automatically pick that up without you having to do anything. Another thing that's super awesome, and this was already here, so this is kind of a reminder in case you didn't know how Planner worked before, but when you're on one of your boards, you can simply grab a card and drag it and either create a new focus time for it, or if you just want to bundle that with something you're already doing in the existing focus time, you can drop it right into that same focus time. And when you open it, you'll see now both of them are here in that focus time. Okay. So, and it doesn't remove the card from the board that it was on, although you can see, and this is actually new, I didn't know until right this moment that it was going to do that. It's showing me where that card is on the planner. How cool is that? So that no matter where you're looking, all of the information is right at your fingertips. One thing that I do need to call out here, and I'm sorry I didn't say this at the beginning, I completely forgot, but a lot of the features I'm talking about do require that you have at least one paid workspace within your Trello account. You don't need to be at the highest premium level. A standard level is sufficient. But without that, Planner is much less powerful, right? You're able to add focus time and drag cards in, absolutely, but it won't be linked to your other calendars, so you'll lose that aspect of the functionality. I also believe, and I don't know this for sure. It's hard for me to test this because I do have a paid workspace. So let me know if you're checking this out and you're in a free workspace, if what the reality is here. But I do feel like this new due date functionality they added in might also be part of that paid experience. So if you are checking this out from a free workspace, please let us know if this functionality exists for you or not. Another thing that they are slowly kind of rolling out, this is available right now through the Trello Labs, which we talked about a couple of weeks ago here, is something that they're calling Smart Schedule. So when you have a card with a due date on it, or really any card, and you come up into the Edit Card menu, you're going to see this option that says Suggest Focus Time. Now, you can schedule your own focus time straight from here without having to go to the particular day on the planner. But what if you're not sure when the most logical time for you to set aside to work on this particular task is? You can have it actually suggest focus time for you. So I'm going to go ahead and click that button and allow this. What are your working hours? See how it's asking some questions. So only schedule focus time Monday to Friday from 9 to 5. Okay, cool. Add working hours, select a board. So we're going to do this on this particular board. And it's saying, do you want me to proactively schedule focus times or only when you ask for it? Let's say, sure, proactively. And which cards would you like focus time suggestions for? And then you'll be able to set up rules similar to how automation rules work. Right now, I think it looks like it's only going to default this one right now, but then I can go in the planner settings later and add more rules. So if I wanted to say, cards that, like it says here, cards that are urgent or cards that are due within 2 days or whatever it might be, and then it will proactively find them and create focus times for them. So let's go ahead and hit continue and tell it to start scheduling. So it's going to kind of do its thing here a little bit and find some things that are coming due. All right, let's see. Event 1. So it was only told to look at this particular board. Now, I could point it at a different board. This is obviously a training board, so there's not a whole lot on here. But it found this test card where I put an upcoming due date, and it said, hey, you could work on that today. So I'm going to go ahead and say, sure, let's go ahead and schedule that. And it went ahead and scheduled that into my calendar, which means it's also on my Outlook calendar. Nobody can book me during this time. So I really wanted to surface these updates for you. It was actually recommended by one of my subscribers a couple weeks ago, and it was a great idea because so much has changed here with Planner. A lot of the things that we wished it would do from the beginning, it can now do, and we can see the direction that they're going with it. And honestly, I'm here for it. I think they're going in exactly the right direction. But which of these features are you most excited to try out? Let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching this video all the way to the end. I hope you liked it, and more importantly, I hope you found it helpful. If you did, make sure you like this video, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel, all the things to help grow this channel and make this community something that I can give even more of my time and attention to. And if you really liked this video, share it with somebody else that you think will find it helpful as well. The online tools for your business do not need to be complicated and overwhelming. It's time to let it be easy.